The Gamecock track team might have missed the Mardi Gras celebrations in New Orleans this week, but they did not miss their chance to make a national statement this weekend. After a heartbreaking loss in the Super Regionals last year, Gamecock softball is back, but expectations are high for head coach Ashley Chastain-Woodard and the team. After a Hall of Fame playing career and years of coaching at the collegiate and professional level, Jose Loyola is bringing his talents to the Soda City beaches. A bill regarding NIL deals just passed through the South Carolina Senate this week and made its way to Governor McMaster's desk. The bill hopes to bring privacy to NIL deals with South Carolina athletes, but some say privacy isn't the answer. Transparency is. It's not just the team or the coaching staff that's going to need some rebuilding. Williams-Brice is getting some reconstruction of its own. But even with all the love on campus, do students really believe the 3-7 Gamecocks can beat the Tigers? That's right, Addison. The madness got underway this past weekend here in Columbia. Two teams came to town to try to topple the reigning national champions, but it didn't quite work out that way. Now the Gamecocks will head to their 11th straight Sweet 16, where the competition will start to amp up. But many of the Gamecocks have been there before, and head coach Don Staley is ready to utilize that experience. But despite only being down by one score by the end of the first half, we again later saw a Gamecock team that was unable to finish in the second. Tiger Burn is back on USC's campus tonight, but does anyone actually know why we burn a big tiger in the middle of Blatt Field? My friend Evan Falkenberry, the USC historian, does, so let's go see him and figure out where all this started.
I'm sick as heck about this feeling right now.
4-8 for head coach Shane Beamer and many Gamecock fans, a less than satisfactory finish to South Carolina's 2025 football season. After a 28-14 loss to Clemson to officially end the season, uncertainty now looms over the program's future.
I'm going to look at everything, Phil, the entire staff, and do the things that I need to do to elevate this program.
With drastic roster changes and major firings on the coaching staff, there's plenty for Coach Beamer to do this offseason. And with the transfer portal opening on January 2nd, fans are questioning whether star quarterback LaNorris Sellers will return.
LaNorris, are you staying at South Carolina next year?
I mean, yeah, that's great. I mean, when the decisions come to make a decision, when the time comes to make a decision, I make a decision, whatever's best for me.
But one thing is certain now that the Gamecock season is over. It's not just the team or the coaching staff that's going to need some rebuilding. Williams-Brice is getting some reconstruction of its own. Williams-Brice Reimagined is a $350 million renovation project that began after the Palmetto Bowl and is expected to be fully completed by the 2027 season.
We got our hype room.
Vice President of Premium Seating, Drew Turner, is walking me through the Williams-Brice Reimagined Preview Center, where Gamecock ticket holders can come and see what improvements are coming to the stadium. Then they can sit down with a representative like Drew to see what changes might be made to their seating and what new options they might have.
We want to make sure that we're able to kind of, meet and have a real genuine conversation with everyone to help them figure out, where is their seat going to be in 2027.
But renovations won't just benefit season ticket holders. The fan experience upgrades, including more bathrooms and concession stands, wider concourses, and an indoor area for students, are scheduled to be finished before the 2026 season.
So a lot of people are going to have an easier time getting around, going to the restroom, getting food, and getting back to their seats.
But why renovate now? In 2024, USC conducted a market survey with over 5,600 responses that found 94% of respondents believe a stadium upgrade is important. But for anyone worried the new additions might ruin Williams-Brice's iconic atmosphere, Turner says not to worry.
We want to add the premium options and a different, a bunch of different experiences for fans, not at the, casualty of what the stadium is today.
And for anyone worried the team changes might ruin another Gamecock football season, Coach Beamer also says not to worry.
We're going to look back at this season and say it sucked going through it, but because of what we went through in 25, it led us to what we just did in 26, 1,000,000%.
In Columbia, Dakota Morris, Carolina News. Competition is in the air on the University of South Carolina campus as the annual Carolina versus Clemson rivalry week comes to an end. From a little bit of rage relief to a big cat bonfire, everyone on campus was able to unite under one common interest:
Clemson. I hate Clemson. Everybody hates Clemson here.
Was actually brought up to hate and despise Clemson University and all its affiliates.
Some students are even willing to shed blood to beat Clemson. But even with all the love on campus, do students really believe the 3-7 Gamecocks can beat the Tigers?
Expect the worst and hope for the best.
South Carolina just needs to keep the mindset that it's not over until that final whistle blows.
I mean, like, we've both been doing terrible, so you don't know. I hope we win.
Most of this uncertainty stems from the lack of an offensive coordinator after the firing of Mike Shula. And according to head coach Shane Beamer, there won't be a new hire until after the game.
Obviously, there's some coaching hires that have to happen, and that'll happen as quick as, I'm not going to rush it, but as soon as possible after the Clemson game.
The Gamecocks and Tigers will meet on the field at Williams-Brice on November 29th. In Columbia, Dakota Morris, Carolina News. The Gamecocks are off to a little bit of a better start, winning their first 3 of the season. So let's break down some of my way too early season predictions. First off, because this is a rebuilding year with almost a brand new team and only 3 returning players, they're likely going to struggle with their SEC schedule. Sliding into the World Series, Game 3 at Dodger Stadium last night lived up to all of the MLB postseason hype. After 6 hours and 39 minutes in the bottom of the 18th, yes, the 18th, Freddie Freeman did what Freddie Freeman does.
Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes me. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.
This is Freeman's second World Series walk-off home run in as many years, making him the first in the majors with 2. Check out what Freeman had to say about this feat after the game.
It's kind of amazing, crazy, and I'm just glad we won, and we're up 2-1, and we got our Shohei on the mound tomorrow.
Welcome back to Carolina News. It's time for sports. First up, South Carolina football is enjoying their bye week this week and weekend after a 35-13 win over Kentucky. But before that big win, former USC quarterback Connor Shaw took to the field as the celebrity game starter. Shaw's appearance at the game comes just days after he collapsed on the football field while coaching his son. He spent 3 days in Prisma Health Greenville Hospital before being released. Here's what Shane Beamer had to say about Shaw's recovery and pregame appearance.
A week ago, there was questions on Thursday night about would he even survive, and then 9 days later, he's out here on the field leading the Gamecock chant. I mean, come on, man. That gives me chills thinking about.
Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals is tonight, and 2 very famous Gamecocks will face off for a spot in the final tip-off. Number 1 draft pick in 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, will lead the Indiana Fever to Las Vegas to take on 4-time WNBA MVP Asia Wilson and the Aces. Both teams are 2-2 in the semifinal series, but only one will join the Phoenix Mercury in the finals. The game tips off at 9:30 tonight, and you can catch all the action on ESPN2. Swinging over to the baseball diamond, the 2025 MLB playoffs officially start today. In fact, some games are already underway.